Welcome back for another PlayStation game collection video. I'm focusing on franchises in this series. So, I think this was the first Final Fantasy game I had, or it was Final Fantasy Origins. I just don't have it out right now. I don't know exactly where it's at in my vast library of games. So, y'all have seen it on the channel before. So this is what is it? Final Fantasy 8. So, sorry, I need to look at something. But yeah, I'll go into the artwork. There's 4 discs here, I believe. Yeah, 4 discs. It was interesting. I went to try and sell this. I wasn't able to sell it, but you know, see, Final Fantasy. Ooh, must have been because of the condition. They didn't. I think they know that some Final Fantasy collectors, this is the ones in the best shape, don't want nicked up discs, but you know, looks like they work just fine. But the artwork in these is always really cool. So yeah. Pretty cool. I think there's some in here, if I'm not mistaken. I know there's some pretty cool artwork on the Final Fantasy Origins manual, and I remember going through that. Be a very iconic logo there. Sorry if you hear anything in the background. Here's the characters. Vivi is one of my favorite characters in this series. Just because of the way he or she looks. I'm not really up to date on this series. Another cool image there, and then like a scroll or map or something. Registration card's still in there. I think a lot of people didn't take those out, which, you know, adds value to these games. Some kind of weapon there. I've never taken the time to play this. I think I booted it up once just to see, you know, go into it and just kind of see what it was about, but never. And that was years ago, and just never really played it. And the case is cracked. Unfortunately, this is caved in over time. Unfortunately, I think I had it something I'd stored on top of it for years, up until recently. But yeah, I got the Final Fantasy Origins. I think that's the only other game I have. This is the most. Bought this brand new in 2010 at a Fry's Electronics. They're no longer in business. They went out of business here recently. I think that was in 2022 or something. But yeah, Final Fantasy Chronicles. Got Final Fantasy there. I'm not up to. Should look these up before I do this. Not that great at Roman numerals, but Chrono Trigger as well. And there was one more in here. I thought there was one more. But yeah, this is brand new. I mean, never. I don't even know if I popped this in. Yeah, I popped it in. And to see, yeah, brand new. Unfortunately, this is. Oh, I thought it was bent. That's just the registration card. But yeah, you know, pristine condition. Not all jacked up. I think this is Final Fantasy 5, I want to say. Or 4. Sorry, it's I did not prepare for this video. All the characters, chocobos, which is a really neat character. I like that. That's on the Japanese box of this game for Super Nintendo. But I bought this before I had a Super Nintendo, one of my own. You know, the family Super Nintendo. I bought this the other time I bought this game in 2010 was long gone. But yeah, yeah, Chrono, Luca, Marley, Frog, Robo, Magus, Ayla. I want to try out the other Final Fantasy game, especially the Origins, which is 1 and 2 remastered for the PlayStation. That I got used. at a thrift store, probably around the same time I got this, or pretty close. Some anime there, pretty cool. The Final Fantasy Spirits Within now available on DVD, and a official strategy guide for this. I think I saw one of those. Someone's selling one for pretty cheap, but decided not to buy it because I don't need a huge. And I like how this looks kind of burnt right there on the edges. Very cool, very nice touch there. Yeah, I was surprised to see this game in 2010. You know, at a Fry's Electronics store. I mean, yeah, they sell games and stuff, but this came out in like 2001, so to still see a big box store like that have the copy, you know, on the shelf was amazing, you know. And I passed by it a few times, you know, and just left and got something else or whatever. And one day decided, hey, let's get it. You know, I played a little bit of Chrono Trigger. I don't know if I played the Final Fantasy on there. Yeah. There's some screenshots. Oh, okay. Final Fantasy V was previously released as Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo, so it's 2, but has been completely restored with new Magic Monsters items, CG cinemas, and added features. The only problem with these is the load times. People complain, but back to when I bought this, you know, I just bought it because I didn't have a Super Nintendo to play the actual games, which I now own them thanks to the Whatnot auctions back when I was on there. The cartridges not for Chrono Trigger, but Final Fantasy 2 and 3. Chrono Trigger is very expensive. If I'd bought that back when I first got into retro gaming in 2009, I could have afforded it, but this can be played on through different means, and I'm pretty sure it's on the Super Nintendo Classic, the Super Nintendo Classic Mini, so no problem there. Don't plan to buy any more of these, you know, because I haven't even taken the time to play these really much. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Come back for more videos like this coming soon. So thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing.